Hello everyone, and welcome to this quick tutorial on how to merge or join roots. I haven't done a video in quite a while, and that's basically because I've been trying the TomTom Rider 400 this season in 2015, and I must admit I'm quite impressed how TomTom's how far it's come, but it's still missing something like this. I'm using a Mac. The TomTom 400 uses something called Tire, and Tire isn't compatible with Mac. So I had some major issues with it. I still like the overall display, the feel of the TomTom, but I am still missing the planning possibilities that Garmin has. In saying that, BaseCamp it still looks very outdated. Um, so anyway, that aside, I've been asked to do a video on how to merge routes, and it used to be that you could just click one route and the other route and say merge, but you can't do that anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Kassel, Leipzig, Goslar, this area, and I'm just gonna I've created two lists here, one called route, one the other, and they're both empty. And what we're going to do in route, we're going to just pick two start point, end point. So I'm going to go into my waypoints, click on a town, and it shows up here. And I want to follow this road, so let's go to Mansfield. And then using my creating route tool, I'm just going to drag and drop. And press go. Making sure that the maps are the correct maps. Oh, and by the way, I'm using the latest BaseCamp at the moment, which is the 452 version, and we are in October 2015 at the moment. So anyway, I've created this route like so, from point to point, and somewhere up here, no, actually down here, you've got some really nice roads, which we'll be doing in 2016. So I'm just going to go into other, and I'm going to take some waypoints over here. That was the road that we want to go on, and I'm going to pick, no sorry, it was that one, wasn't it? Yes. And then I'm going to just pick some routes and just make a fun route here. And again, go to my route creation. I'm going to drag and drop 2 points. And notice it's only got the 2 points, so now I'm going to go in and add the other points. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark those points, drag it into the list, and the blue line has to be between the start and stop points. You can see you get this nice funky little route here. Go back into the routes info, and you can see where, so I see I need to just swap this out like this. No, I need that one, then that one is number 2. I want this one as number 3, this one is number 4, and for some reason it goes back to that, so let's try that one. 1, 2, 3. Right, that's because I've got the start and finish points the wrong side. So there you go. So now I've got that in the order that I want them, and let's just say recalculate, and I've got something like this. And you can see that when you do this route like this, then it kind of like goes up to this waypoint and goes back down again, goes up to that one and goes back down again. Don't really want that, so let's try and make this a little bit more funky by pressing Alt with your hand sign, Alt, and dragging it over here. There you go, so you get this nice route over here. Let's try again with notice that you've got the glove here, and then you've got the pointy glove. With the pointy glove you press Alt or Option and you left click and drag and drop. And I'm going to do that a couple of times until we get some sort of nice route. There you go. There you go. I tell you what, that's fine. So we've got a nice route here, and if you look at this one, we've got a more boring route, if you want to call it that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into the actual info by double clicking it, and I'm just gonna so we can see these better, I'm just change the route to green, and this route I want to change to a red color, and the red color is what I'm going to be importing into. So if I go up to my folder, you can see all the routes, and you can see here you've got the green route, which is my main route, and then I want to insert the red route into that. So at the end of the day, it's going to go this way, it's going to connect this up somehow, and it's going to follow the red route like this, and then from the last waypoint here, it's going to connect up to the green, which most probably will go down here and down to Mansfield. So that is what we want to do, and you can see that's in route. Let's call this main route, main, and let's go into this one and call this insert. So far so good. Oh, there we go. Let's close these down. So we're kind of like sorted now for this. So now what we want to do is we want to insert the red route into the green route. Right. So I would strongly recommend, when you have something like this, you right click on it and you say duplicate. You don't want to duplicate the actual waypoints, so we say no to that. And then this one we'll call main back, and do the same on the other. This one I want to duplicate it, don't want to duplicate the waypoints, and I want to call this insert backup. So we can always revert to the original routes if we want to. And what you need to do is basically you need to take this insert and you need to move it into the same file where your main route is. So you can see now that you've got main, you've got insert, and you can see them both over here, and it's not in your folder. You can see them here, but this just shows everything in the folder. So we're going to route, we've got the main and the insert. So if you double click on the main, and you can see here that it's got start and stop points. What you need to do is, doesn't matter if they are highlighted or not, but what you need to do is you need to go to insert, click it once, then it comes down to this field, click it twice, then you have the route marked like this, and then you want to drag, whilst it's marked or marked over here, you want to drag this into the route, and you need to insert it between the waypoints that you want. So for example, if you wanted to put this at the end of the route, then you would put it here, at the beginning of the route you put it here, but I want it in the middle of the route. So I'm going to drag it here, and what you'll see is that all of a sudden it's done this new route here, like this, like that, and it's only marked because that is the insert over here is your marked waypoints over here. And you also need to note that not only your waypoints but your drag points are also taken into account here. So now we've got this one, we click somewhere over here so nothing's marked and go to main. You can see that now this is the green, like this, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the main back up. I'm just going to move it another place. I'm just going to move it into other, and the insert has already moved, so I'm going to just delete these. And you can see that I just deleted it because I wanted to get a clean version of this route. And you can see another, I've moved them over here, so they're still there. I haven't deleted them, but you've got the main back, you've got the insert back, and you've got the insert. So in route now you've got, I'm just going to highlight this main route like this. And if I move main back into route and give main back another color, let's give main back a cyan color, you can see the original route, and then after we inserted the insert route, it looks like this. So let's see, I've still got main back in here. Hold on. Yes, okay. So I'm just going to delete that. Now you have your new route, which is essentially a merged route of the two. And you can see you get the two throws again, and then again with the route marked, you've got the glove. Once you've got the pointy glove, you press the Alt Option key and then drag the route a little bit so you don't get this coming up a road and then just to go back it. So that was a quick tutorial on how to merge two routes or join two routes together in the new BaseCamp, and this is again version 4.5.2, and we're in mid-October when I've done this. So I hope this was useful, and if you have any queries, just put some links below, and remember to subscribe to my channel if you like this video. And what else? Yeah, check my other videos out and see what you think. So until next time, see you later.